Oh, we talked to Brewers. Drew mentioned the Bucks, and when the Admirals get on the ice, all eyes, of course, are on the action. But who gives them the jerseys? Who sharpens the skates?
Great question. CBS 58's Bill Walsh going behind the scenes, getting everyone ready for game day.
When fans come to an Admirals game, they see what happens out on the rink, and ultimately the player's performance will decide between a win and a loss. But something you might not think of goes into that peak performance. So we went behind the scenes with the Admirals equipment manager. Just like the players, Luke Ickes wants to be in the NHL.
Working for Nashville would be probably the dream right now.
Right now, the head equipment manager for the Admirals is sharpening steel. What you and I would call skate blades. Some blades have a sharper or duller edge.
Looks like 40 switch, so we'll take that 40 and put it right here.
Some blades tilt or rock, forward or backward.
Each guy's different.
It's important to players to have blades and jerseys and helmets and pads exactly how they want them.
If you don't have confidence in your equipment, it's going to be hard to have confidence in your game.
Goalie Troy Grosnick wears more equipment than most pro athletes. He says having it all just right matters.
If your lace isn't quite the way you want it, all of a sudden your pad's over-rotating and then pucks might go underneath it.
Some call it habit, some admit it is superstition. Defenseman Kevin Gravel says until recently, he wore the same shin guards since the age of 14.
I'm a guy who doesn't like new equipment. I like when I like how it feels when it's broken in.
Whether it's sewing jerseys, washing pads, fixing equipment, Ickes and his staff are often here at 7 a.m. on game days, only to leave after midnight. Consistency, part of the player's mental game.
When he goes out there, it's the same product every single time.
Head coach Carl Taylor knows that working behind the scenes is very hard work.
A lot of times the support staff only gets seen when a mistake happens, unfortunately.
So while the players are trying to win games and get the attention of NHL scouts, Ickes and his staff are putting in long hours, all in the hopes of being an afterthought.
The best days I have are the days that I don't get seen. If I have everything prepared the day before or prepared the morning of, the players don't need anything, that's the best case scenario.
Okay, just seeing that suitcase full of all the different blades, I didn't know that was the thing.
I was going to say the exact same thing. I thought all the players kind of had a standard blade to their skate, different kinds of skates and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as the blade that hits the ice, I thought it was pretty standard. But I guess we shouldn't be shocked at all, right? I mean, all the players have their own little nuances. And
the old shin guards, I guess.
14
years old.
10, 20 years, I guess, for having the same shin guards. Yikes.
That's
stinky.
I was going to say, I wonder how those smell, except I don't wonder. I don't want to know. But very cool to see that so much goes into that. I mean, it all makes sense, but neat to see it. All right, and next week, we are going behind the scenes with the Bucks play-by-play announcer, Lisa Byington. We'll have that next Wednesday right here on the CBS 58 News at 10.